Imagine stepping into a time machine and landing right in the middle of the most brutal car crashes. Every turn of the wheel draws the line between life and death. Today's a long one. The top 350 most shocking car crash moments of 2025. Take a deep breath and buckle up, because just one heartbeat can change everything. Things could have been so much worse. Thankfully, he made it out safely. Rain turns the road into a slick mirror, and once the tires lose grip, the worst begins. Hurry belongs in a race, not on the road. Mother Nature gave that bus a free ride on an invisible roller coaster. Looks like someone's trying to build a house right in the middle of the road. It wasn't bad luck. It was speed and loss of control. One wrong move, and your life becomes a gamble. That's exactly why you've got to put the phone down when you're driving. A cement truck lost balance and nearly crushed a passenger van, but the female driver swerved onto the curb just in time, saving herself and her 2 children by inches. Drifting out of your lane is one of the quickest ways to end up in a crash. Both drivers lacked awareness. The one turning left signaled too late, and the other overtook carelessly. The crash could have been avoided with better attention. Even on the highway, everything can change in a second. A truck losing control, a tire blowout, or a slippery stretch of road, any of them can turn a peaceful drive into a nightmare. I always recommend using wheel chocks, even on flat ground. Combine them with the equipment's own braking system. This truck driver handled the vehicle safely and skillfully. They deserve praise, not criticism. If you've never driven a semi, you wouldn't understand. A heavy truck can't stop instantly. Thank God for drivers like this.
Supirnya ya Allah.
That moment when the car's hanging on the edge of control and still pushing full speed. That motorcyclist just threaded the needle like it was a video game bonus level.
Playboyzão aqui, ó, postando racha aqui, mano. PT, filho. Já era o Mustang, mano. Nossa, mano, postando racha na Raposa.
The solid line means no passing, and if there's no crosswalk, you stop at the curb. Both were wrong, and every mistake has its price. Regular tires don't grip well on icy roads. Semi-trucks need specialized winter tires with better traction to prevent skidding and loss of control. That driver sure made one graceful jump.
Crazy. This is crazy. Like, what the hell no, I'm riding past her. Let your window down on that side and climb over your seat. We can get you out.
Always pay attention to road signs and your surroundings while driving. Just 1 second of distraction can put you in danger, like driving straight into a construction zone.
Okay.
Even if the light's green or red, it's smart to slow down when you reach an intersection.
Nossa, amor, parece aquela Via Miranda.
My heart skipped a beat watching that car carrier wobble. One wrong tilt, and a whole load of cars turns into a disaster. The small car went airborne like an action movie scene after crashing into a vehicle that made a reckless lane change. This guy took wrong lane to a whole new level, straight into a pickup truck's personal space. That semi wasn't driving. It was auditioning for a demolition derby on the highway. Two simple things caused this crash: speed and poor awareness. The biker was flying, and the red car wasn't paying attention. Both were preventable. Slow down, look twice, and save everyone the trouble. Keeping a safe distance isn't just a rule. It's your best shot at staying out of trouble when the unexpected hits. It seems like the cement truck driver wasn't paying attention to the other vehicles and only hit the brakes at the very last moment. The Ford Edge was clearly auditioning for the next Fast and Furious movie, uninvited. The woman was lucky to escape unharmed. You should get a health checkup to make sure you're fit to drive safely. That scooter rider was incredibly fortunate. A moment like this is a good reminder to slow down and stay alert, especially near larger vehicles. He drove like he had a race car and forgot he was dragging a mobile home behind him.
36 on behind it is taking off. Eastbound.
The suspect in a home invasion and carjacking case in Michigan was captured after a high-speed chase that ended in a crash. His vehicle was so damaged that half the tires were down to bare rims, yet he kept going, like a limping iron horse refusing to quit, until fate finally slammed the brakes.
Clear, simple look here on the main talker. General traffic.
In this case, The white car was in the wrong lane. You can't just drive wherever you want. That kind of move needs to be handled seriously. That spin looked like an ice rink performance, except no one bought tickets.
Alright.
Looks like the SUV really wanted to be the first customer of the day. We enforce seatbelts, speed limits, even DUI. So why is phone driving still everywhere? If your vehicle starts swaying, ease off the gas and keep the wheel straight. Don't fight it by turning, and definitely don't brake or accelerate. Find a safe spot, stop, and shift your load so the weight is more toward the front. Then continue driving slowly and steadily. The driver turning left thought he was Moses parting the sea. Didn't expect a metal tsunami behind him. Nobody ever thinks twice about those little tires until they become a hidden danger waiting to happen. Now you see why speed limits aren't just suggestions, right? What a shame. Such a cute little Anglia. I've seen this car at the HAMB drags many times. At least no one was hurt, and it was just a low-speed crash, not a high-speed impact. I'm sure it'll be back on the road again. The best move is to find a safe spot to park and rest. That way, you won't end up in a situation like this. The bus tipped over while turning and slid into the next lane. With a long tail like that, losing balance in a curve isn't a surprise. Driving a passenger bus isn't easy, especially on tight turns. This just shows how much stricter the testing and training for bus licenses really need to be. Sometimes we're careful, but it's someone else's recklessness that causes the trouble. I'd say this wasn't about speed at all. The way it slid, it screams road surface issue, not driver error. A wrong-way truck led to a 4-car crash. That's not a small mistake. That's putting lives at risk. When you can't judge your car's size or distance right, trying to pass another vehicle without enough space is just asking for trouble. When you're unsure about your exit or hesitate at the last second, it doesn't just confuse you, it puts everyone around you at risk. On a fast-moving highway, split-second indecision can trigger chain reaction crashes. One text, 1 second, that's all it takes. One wrong choice turned an ordinary drive into a dangerous tug-of-war. Drive like you're late, and you'll arrive in chaos. The truck's tail was too long and off balance. One turn, and boom, it tipped. Balance isn't optional on the road. Heavy trucks don't belong in neighborhoods. There should be dedicated routes that keep them out of residential areas for everyone's safety. Intersections are like game shows. Everyone thinks it's their turn to go, and nobody wants to lose. Slow down, look both ways, and don't turn your drive into a crash episode. Before you turn or pull out, always check your mirrors. Failing to do so turns a routine move into a potential crash. Looks like someone ordered valet and self-delivered it to the table. When the weather gets bad, slow down a bit so you don't end up sliding around. That way, you'll still make it home in time for dinner with your family.
Red light. Oh my god!
Holy
What the? Oh my god, dude.
The red light couldn't stop her, but karma sure did.
Holy hit and run, and then runs the red light.
If you want to get home safe, focus on driving. Nothing else matters. Will people ever learn to slow down when the weather's bad?
We need our unit. No injuries with me. I'll check on another driver.
Whoever laid those bricks needs to be held accountable. That careless work injured someone. It looks like that car wanted to join the party, but nobody else seemed interested. Honestly, I think both sides share the blame here, the driver and the pedestrian. That steering wheel wasn't meant for freestyle, but one twist too far, and boom, wrong lane, big pain. Stay steady, not sorry. Regardless of who was at fault, continuing to drive after a collision without making sure no one is trapped under the vehicle is dangerous and unacceptable. If you run a red light and cause a crash, you already know what's coming. Someone gets hurt, and you're the one facing the law. All that just to save a few seconds. And it almost turned into a disaster. Always respect the traffic lights. They're there to keep everyone safe. We all get busy, but being in a hurry doesn't make breaking the rules okay, especially on the road. There's no room for carelessness on the road. Give them room. You're driving, not auditioning for bumper cars. A gas station's not a launch pad. Ease up before your trip turns explosive. Wish more people actually knew the rules. Keep right except to pass. It's not just a suggestion, it's basic road safety.
We gotta go get.
What?
There's a turtle back.
They're going to save it?
He's gonna get the turtle.
This guy thinks making a U-turn is an Olympic event, with no warm-up.
This type shit.
He really believed that with Ilyushin wings, he could just fly away from his crimes. Driving like this is no different than auditioning for Wheel of Fortune. If you have to ask whether it's safe to drink and drive, then it's already not. At an unmarked intersection, you yield to the right. The truck driver assumed he was on the main road and charged ahead like no one else mattered. One bad judgment, instant consequences.
More trouble. And their vehicle is much, much bigger.
They were really lucky. That truck didn't stand a chance against the four-wheeler. Thank God no one was seriously hurt.
Oh my God! Let's call 911.
The driver shared the tense feeling of driving on the Phoenix freeway, especially with speeding trucks all around. The video clearly shows it. A tanker truck was going too fast in the fast lane and couldn't stop in time, leading to a crash. One reckless move can destroy everything. Stay in your lane and stay focused. Speeding and weaving through traffic might save you a few minutes, but it can cost you the rest of your life in a wheelchair. No rush is worth that kind of price. Keeping a safe distance isn't just a rule, it's your best chance to react when the unexpected happens. The traffic lights were working just fine until that Mercedes plowed into the control box and knocked them out. Traffic laws aren't there for decoration. They're there to keep everyone alive. Visibility was poor. You should have pulled the wheel toward yourself the moment you saw that warning sign. What do you think caused this crash? Misjudgment, speed, distraction, or something else? Share your thoughts in the comments below. When you're heading into a curve, ease off the gas a little. It's better to arrive a few minutes late than to flip your car and risk your life. A short delay is nothing compared to a lifetime of regret. Checking your tire pressure before hitting the road can save you a lot of trouble. It keeps you safer and helps prevent blowouts when you least expect them.
Тебе перезвоню. Дебила.
We can't control the steepness of the road, but we can always control how we drive it. Be careful, stay alert, and follow the move over law, not just to avoid a ticket, but to protect the lives of those working to save others. In rural areas, it's common for families to let livestock or poultry roam near the road. Always stay alert when driving through these zones. You never know what might cross your path. Running a red light isn't just reckless, it puts everyone around you in danger. That kind of move deserves a serious ticket. Even without a train, railroad crossings can still be dangerous.
Oh my God.
Viene el vehículo a alta velocidad. Wow, Dios mío.
Oh my God, God is so good. That tree was there to save him. Did you see that drain hole on the curve that flipped the truck? They really need to fix that before another driver ends up in the same mess. That could have been avoided if rookie truckers actually used their CB radios to warn each other about crashes. This is why automatic emergency braking is becoming a standard feature.
Are you okay?
Infrastructure can't predict every situation, but it must do better. This is exactly why you've got to stay focused and keep your speed in check when you're driving. Thank God everyone got up from the table just in time before that car came crashing in. when your GPS says rest area and the car takes it literally. Traveling at high speed, the Mazda CX-5 failed to stop in time as a GAZ fuel truck began turning left. The result? A dangerous impact that could have been avoided with better awareness and safer speeds. Traffic was doing fine, until that pickup played Jenga with the flow. The lesson here is simple. One careless move into the opposite lane can turn a calm road into a crash zone. Rushing to grab lunch or something? Sure. But is it really worth risking your safety and everyone else's too? Thankfully, a security guard spotted her just in time and stepped in to save her life. He tried to pass like a ninja, but ended up spinning like a Beyblade. The hatchback driver was speeding and tried to pass recklessly, ended up slamming straight into the back of a parked truck on the shoulder. One driver didn't yield, the other was speeding. The speed limit there was 40. That's not how you RSVP to a construction zone. Checking your tire pressure before a trip is way more important than most folks think, especially if you're driving a heavy truck. One bad tire can ruin your whole day before the journey even starts. This is why you hand over the keys when you've had a few. No excuses. Everything happened so fast and out of nowhere. Really glad everyone's okay. Gotta stay sharp out there. That Mazda launched over the fence like it just heard the lottery office was across the street. Victor Nasabulin flipped through SS6 like a tumbleweed and somehow landed right where he started. Keeping distance isn't about giving space. It's about giving yourself enough time to choose, not to regret. In a case like this, it's either a driver who closed their eyes for a second or brakes that failed when it mattered most. Either way, the result reminds us, awareness and maintenance aren't optional. Do you think officers should be required to stop and check on crash victims during a high-speed pursuit, or is catching the suspect the top priority?
Relationships when he interrupted Scott with that statement. We loved it.
Slow down, man, unless you're trying to win a one-way ticket to the Darwin Awards. These heavy vehicles need speed limiters, not just rules, but real solutions. He got out at just the right time. Pure luck, if you ask me. Good thing they made it back to the car safe. A poorly maintained car isn't just a risk to the driver, it's a danger to everyone around.
La tuya, mano.
Be honest, do you think both of them should have gotten a ticket here? Hey man, using force to solve problems never works out. Staying calm and sitting down to figure things out. That's the real key to success. He drove like the laws of physics were optional, and physics had something to say.
We shot up a rocket. Wow, look at that thing. That's a rocket, man. People are noticing it too. This guy is this guy is an idiot or what?
Whoa!
It broke?
The The car crashed into other vehicles. Oh, but look at that rocket!
Attention, I'm paying attention. The guy I know.
Video ka lang. Can you drive safely?
I am paying attention on my driving.
People were looking at the thing.
Yeah, and some people are not.
Oh.
He cried out of gratitude for the person who pointed out his mistake. There are truly kind-hearted people among us, and we need more of them in this world. A jacket for fire? That's plan B, when the actual fire extinguisher is literally 2 steps away. That transition was quite something. One moment he's pointing with confidence, the next he's got his hands behind his back. He didn't just change lanes, he changed the landscape.
Explaining cats lived outdoors for 10,000 years. It's never going to stop. But I went to the store and I bought you some Gorilla Glass and this car cover. I use it every time.
The brake lights only came on after they hit the wall. It's almost like they thought the car was driving itself, right? Put the phone down. Getting home safe is way more important. Make sure you stay in your lane and keep a safe distance from other cars, all right? It was reckless and dangerous, and it proves one clear truth. You can run from the scene, but you can't escape justice. In high-speed racing, just a few inches or split seconds can lead to a serious crash. No matter how advanced the car is, nothing guarantees absolute safety.
Olha só! Sensacional, rapaz!
The driver walked away after that wild flip, thanks to a car built tough. But if it were you, would luck be enough? Pursuits should only be handled by trained law enforcement officers following strict safety protocols. Acting on impulse can turn a small incident into a major tragedy. You can't be flying through an intersection like that. It's just asking for trouble. So Tesla's full self-driving might run yellow lights, skip stop signs, and take the wrong lane? No wonder they're recalling over 360,000 cars. That's not just a glitch, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. When it's raining and the road's slick, ease off the gas if you actually want to make it home safe. Her calm and confidence, that's what got her out of a disaster. If you're tired, pull over and take a quick nap before hitting the road again. He came into that car wash like it was a NASCAR pit stop. Driving a truck isn't for everyone. Stay sharp, keep your distance, and respect the road. It's not forgiving.
हर बार वहाँ पे फ्लड होता है, हर बार वो मतलब हम लोग वही बोलते थे चल लंटी नहीं है इनका
Yeah, P6 I got it. Every little more. Way bigger if you can get sticks.
We have light traffic going into oncoming. Back over and crashing.
Crash.
Advice for the
Front of Tulsi Motorsport.
Don't let your ego drive. One lesson move can cost you big. Staying calm and driving safe is always the smarter choice. Want to flex? Go to the gym. Out here, your ego just turns into someone else's repair bill. Hey, put the phone down, will ya? You'd think being inside your home means you're safe, but think again. This video's about to show you just how wrong that can be.